If the debt is too big, let's just not count it all. Hi, I'm Charles Goyette with your Freedom and Prosperity Commentary. Stocks moved higher on Friday, the Dow closing at 15,615. That's up about 70 points on the day, a net gain of 45 points for the week. The S&P 500 moved up on the day as well to 1763, a 4-point gain for the week. Gold finished at 1315, a loss of 37 altogether for the trading week. Oil fell below $95 a barrel for the first time since back in June, closed at $94.70. For the week, oil has eased off just a little bit more than $3 a barrel. And the yield on the 10-year Treasury is higher this week, up from $2.50 last Friday to finish this week at $2.62. A couple of other items that demand mention today. The General Motors bailout has been a very costly affair for the taxpayers. The Treasury has booked almost $10 billion in losses so far on General Motors, not to mention the harm that has been done to the bond markets in this country as GM creditors got jostled to the back of the line in the bankruptcy. And somebody introduced a bill in Congress the other day to exclude a lot of the money that the government owes you from the total debt obligations of the government, from the total debt subject to the national debt ceiling. Money the government has borrowed and spent from Social Security and other so-called trust funds would not count as part of the national debt under the measure. They simply wouldn't count about $5 trillion in government debt. No wonder Congress is held in such high esteem by the people. And finally this, a deer ran into, it's not a joke, a deer ran into the glass window at the Federal Reserve in Cincinnati the other day. It was an event that prompted these tweeted witticisms from people that watch the economy carefully. One said, the deer, like the Fed, was looking for an exit. Quipped another, how did they catch the deer? Liquidity trap. From another observer, of course it ran into a window. Too much transparency. And the last one, of course, a deer ran into a Federal Reserve building. It heard the place was full of bucks. Not quite the stuff of Letterman and Leno, right? Maybe they should leave the comedy to the professionals. And that's your Freedom and Prosperity Commentary. I'm Charles Goyette.